Canary Islands, a paradise place of our planet with a summer all year long. This was the last stop of my 13-day cruise. The Canary Islands are located in the Atlantic Ocean, below the Madeira Islands that were my previous stop in the cruise. The Canary Islands geographically belong to Africa and are just 100 kilometers west of Morocco. At the same time, they are far from Europe, even though they belong to Spain and are a part of the European Union and Schengen zone. Canary Islands consist of 7 main islands and a lot of more smaller ones. These islands are very different. Some have beautiful beaches, some don't. Some of them have stunning volcano landscapes. La Palma is most volcanically active of the Canary Islands. The last volcanic eruption happened in 2021. In this video I will show you only 2 islands, a short look on Tenerife Island and a longer look on Gran Canaria Island. The cities of Santa Cruz de Tenerife and Las Palmas de Gran Canaria are jointly the capitals of the islands. This is the first one, Santa Cruz. It has a population of more than 200,000 people and looks like a modern European city. You can see now the Tenerife Arts Space, TEA, which is a cultural space and building. It includes a museum and modern art and library. Santa Cruz has a lot of colonial architecture. Also it has a rich cultural life, many art museums, theaters. Besides many museums, you can also enjoy a lot of city parks. The Anaga Mountains are located in the northeastern part of Tenerife. This part of the island is very humid, that's why it's also very green. I very much recommend visiting it. Bus 947 goes from Santa Cruz to here. You can start your hike from the church. You have 2 options. You can go a small circle hike and return back to the starting point, or you can go another direction and reach El Droguilo and then reach Benijo, from where you can take a bus back to Santa Cruz. But there's no direct bus, so you will have to do one change. I have chosen the second option, and I have to say it wasn't that easy due to very high humidity and slippery conditions. Also, you have no mobile network coverage, so it's risky if you go alone. Better not. Believe me or not, but saying that the weather here changes all the time would express nothing. I wish you would never experience strong rain with the wind on the top of the mountain, because no umbrella will help you against it. Be prepared for such weather conditions and have proper clothes even if you see sunny weather in Santa Cruz. After some time, you reach the point where you see the ocean, and here you get a mobile network signal. And you start meeting people on your road, and you are happy that you are still alive after a slippery, muddy hiking road. And even start enjoying the rain. Gran Canaria, the second Canary island that I have visited. There are two ways to get from one island to another: by air with the airplane, the way that I used, or by water with the boat. Las Palmas de Gran Canaria is a big city with everything you need. Perfect beaches are included in the package. I should say, when you arrive on the island, you expect there would be some limitations because, it's far from European mainland. Surprise, surprise, Canary Islands, and more specifically Gran Canaria, has a perfect infrastructure. And I am not only about the public transport, I am also about big supermarkets, hypermarkets, such stores like IKEA, Carrefour, Leroy Merlin. Climate is very different even on a single island like Gran Canaria. Puerto de Mogan is one of the villages located in the southern part of the island, and here the climate is very dry and warm. You can reach this picturesque fishing village easily with a direct bus 91 going from Las Palmas to the terminus stop here. This village has very few buildings over 2 stories high, and the government of Gran Canaria restricts new buildings taller than this. Except for a picturesque village, Puerto de Mogan is also famous for its archaeological findings. Here is a museum that tells about the remains of the buildings that were found here. One more village on the south of the island that is worth visiting is Maspalomas. You can reach it from Las Palmas by bus 30. Maspalomas is famous for its sandy beaches. Besides that, here you can find famous Maspalomas dunes, a great location where you can feel like in a desert and take perfect photos. If you want to discover something in Las Palmas itself, I really recommend you visit the local aquarium Poema del Mar. The only recommendation is to choose non-busy hours because there were a lot of people, especially kids. Also, I have to say tickets are expensive, 27 euros per person. But it's a really cool adventure. Is a walkway structure around the cylinder containing over 400,000 liters of water, in whose interior fish can be seen swimming over the coral field. Poema del Mar can also boast having the largest curved window ever built, this being a piece of perspex over 140 tons in weight, 36 meters in length and 7 meters high, making it a gigantic viewing screen of marine landscapes. really recommend you book a tour around the island. With it, you will visit main spotlights of the island and hear a lot of interesting details from locals. This is not a paid advertisement. I'm always happy to tell you about a good service if it deserves it. I recommend you to book a tour on tripgrancanaria.com website from the company called Trip Gran Canaria. At the moment of the creation of this video, they offer you full day tours for a budget price of 46 or 52 euros, which is very affordable and is much cheaper than offers from other companies with a twice higher price. At the same time, the quality of the tour is good, so you can get good service for a cheap price. Thanks to this company, we learned that a wide range of fruits and vegetables are grown in the Canary Islands. For example, I didn't expect that most of the bananas in the supermarkets here are local. They even have small coffee plantations. The coffee is relatively expensive and it would be hard to buy it in local stores. So if you want to try it, you should buy it on site at coffee plantations. All of the Canary Islands have volcanic origin, and because of that they have mountainous terrain. Here you see a former crater of the volcano. Right in the middle of it, somebody built a house. Right now you see the market in a small village called Vega de San Mateo. As I told you earlier, a big part of these products are local. Some of the things we never tried before. For example, you can buy a cactus fruit. But not 100% is local. I have found sweets from Ukraine. Even though the Canary Islands have mild summer climate all year round, because of the mountainous terrain, you still have a chance to see snow here. When we were in the mountains, it was around +2, while it was around +19 in Las Palmas. So a really different climate on a relatively small island. has a well-preserved old town center which is under monument protection. There is a basilica, the Quiet Virgin of the Pine Square in front of it, and neatly fronted buildings along the pictures Calle Real de la Plaza Street. In the recent years, it becomes evident that the Canary Islands have become a beacon of hope for those seeking a new place to call home. More and more individuals are captivated by the idea of relocating and enjoying their life on the Canary Islands. It's especially interesting for those people who are working remotely. I really recommend you to visit one of those lovely islands and to enjoy it on your own. Please like this video and leave your comments.